Crowd not nearly as big as it was yesterday because yesterday's opponent was the Clinton Dragons. Jenna to jump, and we're about to get set. The official steps in. He's in the center circle, and the ball is up, controlled by Oak Ridge, and we're underway. With the basketball will come the point guard, Ayana Porter. She brings the ball across the line, gives it over to Pippins, wanted to go inside, lobs the ball, and throws it away. Pass intercepted by Wires. I'm not sure exactly who she was trying to get the ball to, but they turned the ball over, and Halls has the basketball. 7:43 just underway, first quarter here from the Wildcat Arena. Their basketball, with it will come number 33, working the dribble out to the top of the circle. Now they'll dribble in. Then the Wildcats are going to get a steal. Pippins, no, that's going to be Oak Ridge's Zayana Stewart coming down the floor, pushing it out to Jenna, around to Porter. Ayana holds the ball, works the ball inside, thought about penetrating. Good defense there by Halls. One-on-one, she's now going to blow past her defender, go in for the shot. Good. Ayana Porter has the first 2 points of the ball game, and the Lady Wildcats have a 2-0 lead. Oak Ridge will put on the press, and here comes Halls, and they're about to turn the ball over, and they do. Pippin steals it, and then she throws the ball away. 2 turnovers for her here in the first few moments of the ball game, and down the floor will come Halls. Moving right to left, if you're listening to us on Prep Radio, 6:52 to play, first quarter, 2-0 Oak Ridge on the bucket by Ayana Porter. With the basketball will come Brimley Wilson. She's a sophomore, guarded aggressively, and then the ball's knocked away. Let's see if they say Ayana Porter touched it. If she did, it was barely, and it goes scooting out of bounds, and it will be Hall's basketball side front court. 6:40 to play, first quarter, 2-0 Oak Ridge in the lead. With the basketball will come the Lady Red Devils. Pippin's working hard defensively on number 3, Bella Wires. She has to give the ball up to Shelby Harris, who's at the top of the circle, near the walk there by Brimley Wilson. She tries to penetrate right. Ball's deflected, almost a steal by Jenna Johnson. They'll work the ball in, and then they do find it a wide-open player. They're going to call a travel, though, against the Halls Red Devils, and Oak Ridge will have it coming back the other way. Boys game will follow here on PrepRadio.com. We're also taping the ball game for our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Had a little trouble with our crowd mic. That's why it sounds so silent. There's not a big crowd here. We don't have a crowd mic working. As the Wildcats bring the ball down the floor, moving left to right. Ayana Porter with it to Jenna at the free throw line. By Zayana Stewart driving the baseline. Wanted to shoot a 5-footer, and good. Zayana scores her first 2 points, and the Wildcats now lead it by a score of 4-0, and they're getting the ball across the line. Then they're going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We are live at the Wildcat Arena. Oak Ridge on top of Halls, 4-0. We'll be back following this timeout.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site x-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. Here's a steal on the inbounds taken away by Oak Ridge. The Wildcats drive to the hole. Ayana Porter scores again. She has 4 of the Wildcats' 6 points, and another timeout is going to be asked for with 5 minutes and 18 seconds to play. The Wildcats now up 10-0 over the Halls Red Devils. The full court press causing all kinds of issues to the poor Lady Red Devils. This is a district ball game. It matters big time. Wildcats will play another district ball game this coming Friday when the Wildcats travel off to Central to take on the Central Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. Could be the last time we go there. They're not going to be in our district, as I said in the pregame show. We'll be joining District 4. Halls will be remaining in District 3. Wildcats on top 10-0 as we broadcast here from the Wildcat Arena. Titus Fedder's doing our camera work. Grayson Brown as well. Here comes Halls down the floor. The Wildcats collapse just a bit. Almost a turnover there once again. They've got a new girl in the ball game. That's Paige Welch. They work the ball, and they throw the ball away again. Pass intercepted by Pippins, and here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Lindsey Cleveland was wide open. Janair couldn't get the ball to her, but Ayana will shoot a 3. It's up no good. Long rebound tracked down by Halls. Here come the Lady Red Devils. They've got a 3-on-1. They work the ball, and the ball's deflected and almost taken away by Jenna Johnson. She can't control the pass. It goes out of bounds. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to play. We're in the first quarter here at the Wildcat Arena. 10-0 Oak Ridge. Lady Red Devil basketball, they'll try to work it in, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Zayana Stewart. Last night, Oak Ridge had the triple sweep over the Clinton Dragons, and kind of a fiery boys game. We saw some ejections from both teams in that game, and the Wildcats won the boys game by 30. The girls won by about 15 points. JV won almost by 20, so it was a good night for the Oak Ridge teams. 10-0, our score. Here comes Halls. That's either going to be a travel. They're going to call a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Lady Red Devils. They have the ball underneath their goal. Crowd not nearly as big as it was last night, as Halls looks to get it in, yet to do it. 5-second count is on. That's got to be 5. Wow, I mean, that had to be 5. I'll take the stopwatch later, as there's a shot partially rejected. Rebounded by Zayana Stewart. She pushes it up the floor to Jenna. To Janaea off the glass, no good. But a foul is going to be called against the Halls Red Devils, and Pippins will go to the free throw line for the Lady Wildcats. We're in the first quarter. It's been all Oak Ridge so far. 10-0 is our scores. The Lady Wildcats try to go 5-0 on the season. Pippins to the line. She'll have 2 shots. The first of which rattles in good. Back to the free throw line she goes. Second toss up, also good. And down the floor with the basketball will come Halls as Coach Harrison substituting. Into the ball game will come Fisher. Fisher checks into the ball game. Back in will come Bella Wires. Oak Ridge will put on the press. A little bit lax this time, as they'll bring the ball across the line here in a moment. To do so, the Wildcats trying to match up as they work the ball across the way. Nearly a steal by Oak Ridge, and oh boy, that's pretty close to a walk right there as they work the ball to the left corner. Hall's trailing it 12-0, 4:17 to play. As the ball is knocked out of bounds, they say off the body of number 33, Savannah Green of Halls, and it'll be the Lady Wildcats with the basketball. They check in Marley Baines, a junior, into the ball game. Paige Taylor is the head coach. She's roaming the sidelines down to our left, as the Wildcats senior point guard Ayana Porter brings the ball across the line. Ayana works the ball right side in the corner, goes to Lindsay, to Ayana. Ayana for 3, no good. Ayana has not quite found that shot yet that we saw last year. As here's a steal by Ayana. She's got that shot going as Oak Ridge gets the layup. Good. Off the glass goes number 12, Ulisha Mitchell. And the Lady Wildcats extend their lead out to 14-0. Then the ball's knocked out of bounds again by Halls. Cadence Fisher touched it. This Halls team is young, and they have struggled. They have been blown out in all of their ball games, including an 82-8 game against Northview Academy. And the way this is headed, this could be one of those running clock ball games. Lady Wildcats with the basketball. They needed a good one as the Wildcats set it up for a 3. It's on its way. Long-range shot hits the top of the backboard. No good. Rebound pulled away by Oak Ridge for a moment. And then a foul is going to be called, I think, against Halls. Lady Wildcats are going to get Paige Long and Evelyn Eubanks into the ball game. Lady Wildcats will get the ball. To work the ball in will be Honesty Thompson, who's also checked into the ball game. As waiting for more substitutions to come in. Now it's going to be Hall substituting. They're going to get Brimley Wilson out of the contest. Back in the ball game will come Cadence Fisher. Oak Ridge basketball. Honesty's going to work the ball in. Looks and fires it up high to the top of the circle, and it comes to Mitchell. Ulisha Mitchell around to Honesty, looks to Evelyn, looked to Paige Long, couldn't get the ball in. Now tried to throw the ball inside to Evelyn, but she had vacated the spot where the pass went, and the Lady Wildcats turned the ball over, and then there's going to be a reach-in foul against Oak Ridge. It's going to go against Ulisha Mitchell. I've got her with one personal foul. Coach Taylor tells her, don't reach, just play good, solid defense as Halls sets up their offense with exactly 3:07 to play in the first quarter, and it's a 14-0 lead for the Lady Wildcats. We saw here's a long 3 by Halls. That's no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter coming out of there with the basketball is going to go inside, work the ball along the baseline. Wildcats court spacing is not great right now, but here's a little short jumper. It's up no good. Paige Long has the rebound for Oak Ridge. She slings it into Evelyn. Baseline jumper is up. No good. Rebound saved away by Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcats have it. Around to Ayana. Top of the key for three. Good. 3-point shot for Ayana. And I've got her with 7. That's very unofficial. We'll have the full recap of the stats as they work in for a shot, and Halls finally scores. Lady Red Devils off the glass is 17-2. Here's Oak Ridge pushing it up the floor. Another shot from outside the arc. That's no good. But before that, a travel is going to be called against Honesty Thompson, who launched that 3 but took an extra step. Halls basketball. It's going to be one of those nights where Oak Ridge actually plays just, a lot of different players, I think, as this Halls team, just to look at them. And I'm not trying to be mean here, but they just don't seem to have the athleticism that the Lady Wildcats have. With the basketball outside the top of the circle, it goes to Paige Welch. She's a senior. Works the ball around the wing. Lady Wildcats currently playing with Evelyn Eubanks as the ball's dribbled out. Then a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge, I think. Personal foul called. See who we got in the ball game. We got Bishop for the Lady Wildcats. We have Honesty Thompson, Paige Long, Evelyn Eubanks, and one other player in the ball game. That's Evea Mitchell, getting her first playing time as a Lady Wildcats. The last couple of years, she's played at Catholic, and today was the first game that she is eligible because of the transfer as the ball is knocked away and stolen away by Oak Ridge. Honesty Thompson is going to bring the ball down the floor. Had a player open early. Gives it to her, and she shoots. Up no good. Rebound to Oak Ridge. Paige Long up with it. Good. Paige Long scores the bucket, and the Lady Wildcats increase their lead once again. It is a blowout early. Lady Wildcats on top 19-2. With the basketball, here's a long 3 by Halls. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Red Devils. They get another shot up, and a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge, and that'll send Halls to the free throw line, trailing with 1:25 to play in the first quarter, 19-2. At the free throw line will go Bella Wires, the freshman. She looks at her first shot, missed it. Lady Wildcats, let's see. I would say everybody who is dressed today will play a lot. Maybe not the starters because they got a lot of playing time last night in the Clinton ball game. Second toss-up. Good. And it's now 19-3. And Oak Ridge will bring the ball down the floor. They're moving left to right, wearing their all-white jerseys with cardinal numerals. Lady Red Devils wearing their road reds with white and black trim. Oak Ridge ball with the basketball. Honesty Thompson, top of the circle. Pass goes off to Bishop. Bishop around the left side. Looking to Avea for a shot. It's up no good. Rebounded by Halls. Pulling down the board. They'll come with Bruton as they work the ball. Long 3. It's up no good. She's kind of heaved it up there. Evelyn Eubanks has the rebound. She looks for a guard and gives it out to Evea Mitchell. Evea brings the ball down the floor, dribbles to the free throw line, drives the paint, swings the ball left side, tried to get it to Evelyn, does, and works the ball left side, and then a foul is going to be called. Kind of a ticky-tack foul, but they're going to call a foul against Halls. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball underneath the goal. 19-3, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Ball's worked in. Here's a long 3. It's on its way. It's up. No good. Rebounded right back up, and good. The Lady Wildcats score. I believe that was Honesty Thompson with the bucket. And down the floor will come Halls in a 21-3 ball game. They have the basketball, top of the circle, down to 32 seconds and counting. 21-3 the score. Halls with it. Kylie King works the ball along the baseline. Block shot by Oak Ridge. Knocked out of bounds by Evelyn Eubanks. It'll be Halls basketball with 24.5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead. Lady Wildcats on top 21-3. Halls to work the ball in. That's Cadence Fisher. She works it in, yet to do so. Actually, she looks, and then that's 5 seconds. Or is it a timeout? I believe it's a timeout. Nope, they're going to call the 5. That is a shorter 5. Actually, Halls did call the timeout. The baseline official didn't see the timeout called. Why don't we take a break ourselves? Oak Ridge leads it 21-3. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We're a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at ORUD.org.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. David Clary along with Titus Fetters and Grayson Brown. Hall's basketball. They struggled to get the ball in a moment ago, and then they're not going to get it in, and the Wildcats are going to get it. So that is a 5-second call, I do believe, or she stepped on the baseline. Either way, it's Oak Ridge ball. Moving down the floor. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 21-3. Oak Ridge has a three. They don't take it. Paige Long's got it at the free throw line. Looks to Evelyn. Swings the ball right side to Avea Mitchell. Avea drives in on the right block, and she's shoved and fouled by Cadence Fisher of the Hall's Lady Red Devils. Crowd not nearly as big. It is a district ball game. We're not streaming the game. We will show it for a replay later. Oak Ridge prepares to work the ball in with Honesty Thompson. Then it comes to Paige. Her shot is up, no good. Evelyn battles for the rebound. Might have come over the back to commit a personal foul. The official comes over the scores table to say, indeed, it is a personal foul against Evelyn Eubanks. Their basketball moving right to left down the floor as we play in the first quarter. Down to 16 seconds to play. Actually, 3 seconds to play. Looking at the clock wrong. They're not even going to get a shot off. That is the end of the first quarter. So Oak Ridge has a very productive first quarter basketball. The Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 21-3. We're on prepradio.com. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena for the second quarter in a moment.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site x-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, 21-3. The Lady Wildcats lead the Hall's Lady Red Devils as we broadcast from the arena. Friday night we'll be at Central. Bobcats and Lady Wildcats going at it, and we'll have the broadcast for you on FM 92.7. We'll also try to stream the game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Here's a steal right out of the gate by Halls, and they'll bring the ball down the floor. 21-3 the score. Good defense being applied by Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. Have their starters back in the ball game. Here's a deflection. Ball goes sailing out of bounds, and Oak Ridge will get it. Tried to get the ball down low, but the ball went over the top of everybody. Went sailing into the Oak Ridge cheerleading section, and the Wildcats have the basketball. Here comes Ayana Stewart driving in, and as she makes her move, she is fouled. Ayana, along with Jenna Johnson, Lindsey Cleveland in the ball game, Ayana Porter, and Janaea Pippins. Wildcat basketball, Lindsey Cleveland to work the ball in. Wildcats working into Zay. She goes up for the shot. It's partially rejected, but Jenna saves it, and the Lady Wildcats set up their offense. I believe they say Jenna was out of bounds when she tried to deflect it back in. It'll be Hall's basketball coming back the other way. Just underway in the second quarter. Lady Wildcats next week have a busy week as they get the ball across the line. Then they turn the ball over, and Oak Ridge is going to get a layup out of it. Turnover at the line, and Oak Ridge now leads it by a score of 23-3. Another timeout is asked for. As I mentioned, next week the Lady Wildcats will have a very busy week. Obviously, we have the game on Friday at Central. Then next week on Tuesday, the Wildcats will be right back here a week from tonight as the Lady Wildcats take on the guys take on the Cleveland Blue Raiders and Lady Raiders. That'll be Tuesday. Then on Thursday, the Lady Wildcats will take on the Sevier County Smoky Bears, Smoky Bearettes, here at the Wildcat Arena, and that game will be at 5:30. The boys will also be playing, but not Sevier County. They'll be taking on Page. That game will be at 8 o'clock here at the Wildcat Arena, part of the Hammers Hardwood Classic, sponsored by 5 Star Preps. And we'll have the broadcasts on prepradio.com. The 5 Star Prep people don't allow streaming. We're finding that's the case, and even our own Oak Ridge High School is not allowing our home broadcast to be streamed. They're trying to figure out why the attendance has dropped, and the monetary loss they have suffered has been huge. And to pay for the non-revenue sports, they say we're going to try us not doing the streams. And right now, that's what we're stuck with, as Oak Ridge brings the ball down the floor, and then underneath a foul is going to be called. The best solution I have thought about is Oak Ridge fans who, watch the stream, buy season tickets. Buy season tickets. That means the money's already in the coffers, and whether you come to the ball games or not, we want you to. Buy the season tickets. Call the high school. Buy the season tickets. Whether you come or not, they've got the money, and we might be able to stream. I have found that the people who are watching our streams primarily are people outside the city, grandparents, just relatives who want to watch, and former, alumni of Oak Ridge who watch our streams. As both free throws are good by Oak Ridge's Pippins, and down the floor will come Halls. They trail Oak Ridge here at the Wildcat Arena by a score of 26-5. As the Lady Wildcats on defense here. Here's a steal. Going coast to coast with it. That's Zayana Stewart off the glass with her shot. Good. Zay, I've got her now with 4, but that's probably inaccurate. As I kind of looked up one time, the Wildcats had put a couple buckets on the board while I was doing other things. But I can't tell you the score is 28-7 Oak Ridge. 6:23 to play, and Halls throws the ball away. They're going to say his last touch. I think Oak Ridge probably would have had it, but Ayana wasn't sure, so she tried to grab it away. The ball goes off her fingertips out of bounds. It'll be Halls basketball. They'll work the ball in with Savannah Green. Titus Fetters is doing our camera work. We've got Grayson Brown as well. Here's nearly a steal. Just some lazy play there by number 1, Kylie King, a sophomore player. She just gave up. The Wildcats kept harassing her, and she gave up. The alternate possession, though, on a jump ball will give the ball back to Halls. To work the ball in will be Savannah Green. Lady Wildcats playing with Ayana Stewart, Ayana Porter, Jenna Johnson, Lindsay Cleveland, and Pippins. As they work the ball inside the paint for a floater, it's up, no good. They're going to call a foul. Personal foul called against Oak Ridge. Wildcats trying to go 5-0. Again, the Lady Wildcats have done that many times in their history. They did it last year before they lost their first ball game to Cleveland. That's who will play Tuesday. Got Central in between those. That free throw is good. 28-6, the Lady Wildcats in the lead here at the Wildcat Arena. Crowd filing in. Don't have as big a student section. One thing I noticed about the student section last night, that we had some students, they didn't get up and cheer much. They just kind of sat and watched in a Clinton ball game, which to me makes no sense, as Oak Ridge has the ball to Lindsay Cleveland, out to Jenna Johnson, around to Ayana, to Zayana in the left corner. Bounce pass goes into Pippins, inside to Jenna Johnson, spinning 5-footer, a little short, gets her own rebound, sets it up once again to Stewart, who slings the ball, intending it along the baseline to Lindsay Cleveland, but it's knocked out of bounds by Halls. 28-7, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. We're in the second quarter here at the Wildcat Arena. Senior Lindsay Cleveland will try to work the ball in. She does to Jenna Johnson. Double team, back to Ayana, goes for 3. Good. 3-point shot for Ayana Porter, and that is her second 3 of the ball game. And the Lady Wildcats are routing the Halls Red Devils here early. It is 31-7. The Lady Wildcats in the lead. Ridge has played a lot of players to this point. As they work the ball for a 3 themselves, it's on its way. No good. Good rebounding position that time for Oak Ridge. And here comes Oak Ridge racing down the floor with Lindsay Cleveland. Cleveland outside the line. Finds Pippins, finds Ayana. Ayana splits the defense, lost the handle of the basketball. Then Ayana steals the ball right back. Then Halls has it. And that's an old saying they used to say. It's going to be a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball back to the Lady Wildcats. 31-7 is our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge basketball. They will work it in with Lindsey Cleveland into Jenna Johnson. Off the glass shot, rolls off, no good. Kind of an easy bunny that time, but Jenna normally hits those shots about 80% of the time, as we're going to have a reach-in foul called against Oak Ridge. 4:57 to play, second quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead over Halls, 31-7. Red Devil basketball. Cadence Fisher, the junior, will work the ball in. She works in and back across the time stripe, and they'll set it up in the half court. Wildcats aggressively defending. A little bumping and shoving there as number 2 dribbles in too much. Cadence Fisher turns it over. Jenna steals it. Jenna Johnson throws the ball inside for a shot. Good. Off the glass by Ayanna Porter, and it's 33-7 with the Lady Wildcats in the lead over Halls. Here come the Lady Red Devils around the left side. They'll work the ball in. Nice pass. They get the shot off, and another foul is going to be called. Good-looking pass, though. They'll have an opportunity to score at the free throw line. 4:28 to play. Second quarter, 33-7 the score. Lady Wildcats will be traveling to Greenville at Christmas time. We'll talk about that more at halftime. That free throw is up. No good by Kylie King. So Oak Ridge substitutes. Ulisha Mitchell in the ballgame. Honesty Thompson will come back in the ballgame. Ayanna Porter and looks like Stewart is out of the contest. Second toss, good. 33-8, the Lady Wildcats in the lead, 4:28 to play. My name is David Clary, and we appreciate you watching our broadcast. If you're watching the replay on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, we are not allowed to stream the home games right now. And I'm not sure what play is halted for whatever reason. They're going to get some new substitutions in the ball game. Buy season tickets. That's what I've said that several times. You buy the tickets, then we might be able to stream the ball games, or maybe I'm going to need to ask the administration what kind of a price can we, get the home game streamed. As there's a missed shot rebounded by Jenna Johnson. Back up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Mitchell tries to save it. It goes off her fingertips out of bounds. You can see Jenna Johnson a little frustrated. The easy ones that normally go for are just not falling. As Halls brings the ball down the floor, they trail Oak Ridge 33-8. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the first half. Halls with the basketball. Near steal by Oak Ridge, saved on the floor by Fisher. Fisher drives the paint, throws up a prayer, and she is called for a travel. Thought maybe they might get Oak Ridge with a hack, but they call the travel against the Lady Red Devils, and here comes Oak Ridge with the basketball. Jenna Johnson works it in and down the floor, working the point now for the Lady Wildcats. I believe is number 4 for the Lady Wildcats, Evea Mitchell. So I mentioned Evea has been playing at Catholic the last 2 years, transferred over. She was a part of that state championship Robertsville team. As Jenna drives in, shot is no good. Rebounded again by Halls, and Jenna still frustrated. Yeah, Evea played on that state championship Robertsville middle school team when she was a 7th grader, but then transferred to Catholic and transferred back. She's had to sit out the first 4 ball games and became eligible today. 3:23 to play, first half, 33-8 Oak Ridge in the lead. Paige Long's coming back in the ball game, and Jenna Johnson's going to come out. She takes a seat next to trainer Brian Leffler down on the bench, and now Paige comes over to talk to her to try to cheer her up and say, hey, sometimes shots just don't fall. The ball is thrown across the line on a deflection. Here comes Halls. 3:16 to play first half. We're on prepradio.com. We're taping the ball game for our rebroadcast on YouTube channel. They're going to say it was last touched by Oak Ridge. Not exactly sure. He had a better view of it than I did. People who had the best view, looks like, was Ethan Eubanks, Jared Bafford, Hudson Lee, and Jared Early. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. The Wildcats bring the ball down the floor. Oak Ridge quickly, nice pass into Paige Long, reverse layup, good. Paige scores for the Lady Wildcats, and Oak Ridge now leads 35-8 over Halls with 2:51 to play, and then Halls throws the ball away. Lady Wildcats just far superior to this Halls team. This is a district game, our first district game of the year. Friday, we'll be traveling to Central. As I mentioned, we will stream that game live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, and we'll also have it on FM 92.7. So we'll have a lot of ways you can listen to it. Here's a long three-point shot. Good by Lady Wildcats' Ulisha Mitchell. And I've got her with 5 unofficially. We'll have the complete recap of the stats at halftime. We're getting closer and closer to that. We're down to the 2:23 mark in the first half. Halls with the basketball. Oak Ridge on top by 30. 38-8. Lady Red Devil basketball. They're young, not as athletic. As here's a deflection and a near steal by Honesty Thompson of Oak Ridge. The ball's knocked out at the midcourt line. In the ball game, once again, will come Bishop. Didn't see who checked out for the Lady Wildcats, but Bishop, she's a freshman in the ball game. She spells her first name Amaijah. Bishop. 2 minutes to play, first half, 38-8. Lady Wildcats in the lead. The boys' game will follow. Hall's boys' team's got a better record. They'll be both trying to win their 4th games of the years. Halls gets a shot off good. 38-10 the score. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor quickly, pushing it up across the way. Lady Wildcats, nice move along the baseline for the freshman, but then didn't take the shot and then throws the ball away. Lady Wildcats tried to get it. It's a jump ball. Probably, if she had it all to do over again, Bishop would probably just go ahead and shoot it, but she backed it up, and then she backed it into 3 different players and turned the ball over. 38-10, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. We are broadcasting from the Wildcat Arena. And this is our second home ball game. The first one was yesterday against the Clinton Dragons and Lady Dragons. Minute 28 to play. There is a crowd here. You don't hear the crowd noise. The crowd mic is not working today. I apologize for that. Kind of sounds more like I'm in a closet or something. As Oak Ridge watches them miss a shot, Paige Long has the rebound, pushes it up the floor. Ball's knocked out of bounds. The baseline official almost gave the ball to Halls, and he got corrected by the other 2 guys, and Oak Ridge has it. Wildcats dribbling the ball, top of the circle. Evea Mitchell right in front of the Halls bench. They work the ball to Paige lawing, and the ball's knocked away. Hall's getting a couple turnovers on our young players here as they bring the ball down the floor, trying to shoot over Paige. They get a shot up. It's partially rejected, no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Driving with it will come Ulisha Mitchell on the right block. Swings the ball left side. Oak Ridge has it. Won't shoot it. Wildcats now will. Top of the key for 3. It's in and out. No good. Rebounded again by Oak Ridge. Saved away by the Lady Wildcats. And then the ball's lost out of bounds. They say last touched by the Halls Lady Red Devils. 38-10. The Lady Wildcats in the lead. If you just tuned in, it's been all Oak Ridge since the beginning. Here's a long 3 on its way. No good. Tracked down again by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats pulled down the board with Evea Mitchell. And then a whistle blows and a hack and a foul is going to be called against Halls. And Oak Ridge will get the ball underneath the goal. Who's going to work it in? Let's see. Nobody is. It's going to be Honesty. Honesty will work it in from the baseline. On the west side as they shoot a 3. Oak Ridge does good. 3-point shot made by Evea Mitchell. And Oak Ridge leads Halls 41-10 here in the closing moments of the first half. Halls basketball, 15 seconds to play. They launch a 3. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcats trying to get the final shot off. Don't have much time. Wasting a lot of time. Might not even get a shot off, and they will not. As well, actually will. From the corner for 3. Good, and it will count. 3-point shot, good by the Lady Wildcats Bishop, and Oak Ridge heads to the dressing room with a comfortable lead of 44-10 over the Halls Lady Red Devils here at the Wildcat Arena. We're broadcasting on Prep Radio. 10 lead. We could have a running clock here in the second half. Oak Ridge will get the ball first. We'll come out with the original starting 5. Ayana Porter at the point. Lindsay Cleveland along with Zayana Stewart, Janaea Pippins, and Jenna Johnson. She's on the left block. She drives in, no place to go. Swings the ball to Ayana. Her third 3 of the night is no good. Jenna Johnson has the rebound for Oak Ridge. They're working into Zayana for the shot. Good. Zayana Stewart now with a total of 8 points in the ball game. And down the floor with the basketball once again will come the Lady Red Devils. Oak Ridge on top now by a score of 46-10. Lady Red Devil basketball right in front of their bench, which is to the right on the west side of the Wildcat Arena. As the ball's knocked out of bounds, they say last touched by Oak Ridge. 46-10 the score, Lady Wildcats. The boys game will follow. Hope you'll tune in for that broadcast. And it'll be me calling the ball game once again. Appreciate Mike Sheehan last night along with Alex Myers for broadcasting the Clinton ball game. As Halls gets a shot partially rejected, then they throw up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Zayana. Zayana Stewart down the floor, pushes it quickly over to Ayana, but she didn't catch it. Paige Taylor did on the end of the bench. And it'll be Hall's basketball. Ayana, I guess, took her eyes off of it and went sailing over towards Paige, who's at the end of the Oak Ridge bench to our left. 6:58 to play in the third quarter. 46-10, the Lady Wildcats, a 36-point lead over the Lady Red Devils. Halls with the basketball. They work the ball right side. They look inside. Wildcats have a little bit of a height advantage. Jenna's really battling down low with Shelby Harris, who's a senior player. Lady Wildcats depth. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Driving coast to coast with it. Left-handed off the glass. No good. And Zayana Stewart tumbles, but the Wildcats get the rebound. They'll dribble in, get a shot off. Good. Lady Wildcats score with Pippins, and that'll be her 7th point of the ball game. And the Lady Wildcats up their lead to 48-10 over Halls. They get a shot up, but a foul's going to be called, I believe, against Ayana Porter for the Lady Wildcats. Zayana Stewart is on the precipice of a milestone here in a moment. Hopefully she'll get one more opportunity before Coach Taylor brings in the substitute players. As Hall substitutes players in and out of the game, they work the ball in. 48-10, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Hall's basketball. Bella Wires. They set for a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jenna. Jenna Johnson pushes it up the floor. Jenna dribbles right, goes inside, driving with the basketball. Jenna left corner for three. Up, no good. Rebound tracked down by Halls, and then they step out of bounds with it. Savannah Green came down with the board, and they'll substitute Cadence Fisher in the ball game to work the ball in along the baseline in front of the Oak Ridge student section, which is really made up of Oak Ridge football players. TJ Hibben, I see, along with others. Oak Ridge ball. And it comes to Ayana Porter. Ayana cannot get the ball inside. Now backs it up and re-squares the floor to Zayana into Jenna on the left block. Back to Ayana. Three-pointer on its way. It's up. In and out. No good. Rebounded by the Halls Lady Red Devils. 5:38 to play. Lady Wildcats were in the third quarter. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Saved on the floor by Ayana. Finally saves it. Picked up on the floor by Lindsay Cleveland. Driving with the basketball. Good defense by Halls. They'll set it into Jenna, who dribbles, drives, stops, and the shot is no good. 5:20 to play in the third quarter. Here comes Oak Ridge back the other way, leading 48-10 over Halls. Lady Red Devil basketball. Coach Harrison battling. Here comes the steal. Driving down the floor. Here comes Zayana Stewart to the hole. No good. Missed it. 5:03 to play in the third quarter. Zayana Stewart had a wide open layup there, just couldn't get it to go. Good defense, though. Here's another steal by Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter's going to push it up the floor. Nice bounce pass to Jenna. Saved by Ayana. Goes in for the shot. It is good. Ayana Porter now with 14 points in the ball game. And play is halted as the Lady Wildcats up their lead now to 50-10, a 40-point lead. And Coach Taylor and the Halls Lady Red Devils are going to call a timeout. 4:42 to play in the third quarter. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 50-10. That's what I've got on the scoreboard. But the scoreboard, that's what I have, but the scoreboard says 48-10. We'll take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in a moment.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in, same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leader leaders in primary care. Get to the Summit.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to play. The scoreboard says 48-10. They're correct. I've been trying to keep up with it myself. It'll be Halls basketball. Lady Wildcats have the original starting five. They'll probably play most of this quarter, then give way to the reserve players in the fourth quarter. With the basketball will come Halls. That's Bella Wires. 48-10 Lady Wildcats. Oak Ridge almost another steal. Ball knocked out of bounds by hustling Zayana Stewart off the body of one of the Red Devils. So it'll be Oak Ridge basketball indeed coming down the floor. Jenna Johnson yet to score in the ball game, but her teammates have done the scoring for her as the Lady Wildcats have a huge lead over the Lady Red Devils in the first district ball game of the year. Coming down the floor with it will come Oak Ridge point guard senior Ayana Porter. 4:25 to play in the third quarter. Their basketball, Oak Ridge basketball. The Lady Wildcats have a three from the corner. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcats will set it up once again. Oak Ridge swings the ball left side. Number 4, Evea Mitchell for three. Good. Evea with a three-point shot. She's got 6. Her first ball game of the year for the Lady Wildcats. As I mentioned earlier, she's a transfer from Catholic. Grew up in Oak Ridge. Played at Robertsville. They're going to call a double dribble against Halls, and Oak Ridge will have it again on a Red Devil turnover. Coach Harrison's got to be patient. She's got a young team. And they're not as skilled, obviously, as the Lady Wildcats. And no disrespect to them. 51-10, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge ball. Left side, Ayana Porter for three. It's good. Three-point shot for Ayana, and she now has a total of 17 points. And the Lady Wildcats now lead it 54-10. Boys game will follow. Hope you'll stay tuned for that. We'll talk more basketball. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats, Ayana Porter had it. Hall steals it right back. They put up a shot, no good. Ayana has another rebound. Porter coming down the floor for the Lady Wildcats, brings it across the midcourt line around a screen by Jenna. Works the ball to the left wing to Yalisha Mitchell. Mitchell drives in. A little 6-footer hits the rim, no good. Out of bounds, the rebound, last touch, they say, by Halls. I think Bella Wires might have touched that last. Halls does a lot of substituting. They bring in Marley Baines, a junior, into the ball game. Oak Ridge ball underneath the goal. The Wildcats working into Jenna for the shot. No good, but she does draw the foul. And Jenna Johnson with an opportunity to score her first points of the game. 3:08 to play in the ball game. Actually, the third quarter of the ball game. The scoreboard actually says fourth quarter up there, but that's not the case. 56-10 the score, and Jenna goes to the free throw line. Free throw is good. So Jenna is on the scoreboard finally, and she looked frustrated early on. 57-10 the score. Second toss, Jenna, good. And Jenna now with 2 points, and just about every Lady Wildcat that has played has scored. We need to get Lindsay Cleveland and who else hasn't scored? Evelyn Eubanks haven't scored either. Halls with the basketball momentarily, then they are called with an over and back. Pat's just a little bit too strong and picked off at the midcourt line. Oak Ridge with the ball on their turnover. A lot of players have played in this one. Coach said they're going with some of the starters. Zayana Stewart's kind of battled a little bit of a knee issue earlier. She got banged up a little bit when we were in Florida. As the Lady Wildcats, Evea Mitchell dribbles in, works the ball to Ayana, splits the defense, free throw line jumper, good. I tell you, Ayana came ready to play today. She's got 19 points for the Lady Wildcats, and here's another steal by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats already up 60-10. As that free throw line jumper is up, no good. Rebounded by Ayana Porter. She drives along the baseline and dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. 2:10 to play, third quarter. Here comes Ayana Stewart back in the ball game. 50-point lead for Oak Ridge at 60-10. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to play in the third quarter. Here comes Halls moving left to right. They've got it with Bella Wires, freshman point guard, brings the ball across the big OR in the center of the floor here at the Wildcat Arena. Newly furnished for it. Those, I know you people who normally watch it on the stream haven't been able to see it unless you watch the replay. But It's a beautiful looking floor as Oak Ridge's Zayana Stewart just scored her 1,000th point in her career. Congratulations to Zayana Stewart, now with 1,000 points in her career. I was waiting for that to happen, and she finally gets the bucket to go. On the other end, Hall scores on a three-point shot, and it's 62-15. Congratulations to Zayana Stewart. Then the Lady Wildcats throw the ball away. Then Zayana steals the ball right back. Then the ball's knocked out of bounds by Halls. 92 seconds to play. Third quarter, 62-15 Oak Ridge. Hall substituting into the ball game. Brimley Wilson, sophomore player. They do substitute a lot. Oak Ridge has played a lot of players as well. Here comes the pass into Jenna. Jenna Johnson, top of the circle. Got a screen from Zayana Stewart. She drives all the way to the right block, takes it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Back for another three. It's on its way up, good. Three-point shot by the newest player on the team for the Lady Wildcats, Evea Mitchell. That's 9 points in the game and 3 threes in the contest. Here's a steal by Zayana Stewart to Jenna Johnson. Left-handed off the glass. Actually, right-handed off the glass goes Pippins for her 9th point of the ball game. And the Lady Wildcats just rolling up big numbers here against a really outmatched Halls team, and nearly another steal by Oak Ridge. Getting down to the final moments of the third period here at the Wildcat Arena. We'll be at Central on Friday. We'll stream that game live for you on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Halls basketball for a moment. They set for a three in the corner. No good. Long rebound pulled down by the Lady Wildcats. Coming out of there, Ulisha Mitchell, 41 seconds to play. Throws one off the glass. Good. Ulisha Mitchell with a great drive and a great finish. And she now has 5 points in the ball game. We're under 30 seconds to play now in this third quarter. And the Lady Wildcats just putting it on the Lady Red Devils. Here's a shot from Halls. That's an air ball. No good. Rebounded right at the baseline by Oak Ridge's Jenna Johnson. Down to 16 seconds to play. 69-15 the score. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats right back along the baseline. Work the ball back out for Mitchell. Three. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Halls. 3, 2, 1. Ayana steals it but can't get a shot off as the third quarter comes to a close. So our score after 3 quarters of basketball here at the Wildcat Arena, Oak Ridge leads it 69-15. And we'll take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in a moment.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at BetsyColemanRealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll. I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559.
By a score of 69-15, the Lady Wildcats come out with Bishop, Lawing, along with Honesty Thompson. Lady Wildcats have Evelyn Eubanks in the ball game, along with, let's see, that's Bishop once again. Here's a travel called against Halls. Lady Wildcats on top 69-15. Oak Ridge will go to 5-0 on the year. And as I mentioned, they'll travel to Central to take on the Lady Bobcats, trying to go 2-0 in district play before the Christmas break. 7:23 to play, 69-15 Oak Ridge. Let's get Evelyn on the scoreboard. We got to get everybody a chance to score. Paige Lawing with the basketball outside the line. Here's Honesty at the free throw line. Backs it up to Lindsay. Lindsay drives in. Her shot is up. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Red Devils, number 12. That'll be Charlie Harris as they work the ball in half court. They go back door with a throw and goes out of bounds. Closest to it was the cheerleaders on the west side of the Wildcat Arena. As I mentioned, the floor has been redone. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but in the arc on the three-point side, it's darker brown color, a lighter color in the free throw lane, and outside of that, it's really light colored wood. It still says Jill Pruden Court, and there's a big OR in the center, and they finally switched it so the OR is facing our camera. In the initial Wildcat Arena, the OR faced the opposite side of the benches, and the camera saw an upside down OR. But now they've changed that. The OR is right as the Lady Wildcats turn the ball over, and it'll be indeed a turnover. I think Paige Lawing thought she had a teammate behind her, and she turned around and threw it. There was nobody but red shirts from the Lady Red Devils. Nobody has scored here in the fourth and final quarter. 69-15 the score. Lady Wildcats with two players that have yet to score, Evelyn Eubanks and Lindsay Cleveland, the ball. That's a nice pass, but they turned the ball over. Paige Lawing's got it on a steal. Here's Honesty down the floor. Honesty Thompson driving coast to coast. Kicks it out, right corner for three. It's on its way. Good. Three-point shot, and just like that, Lindsay Cleveland has her first 3 points of the ball game, and the Lady Wildcats now lead at 72-15. Here's a missed three by Halls, rebounded by Oak Ridge's Honesty Thompson. A little ticky-tack fouls called against Halls on a hack. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. So every Lady Wildcat who has been on the floor tonight, with the exception of Evelyn Eubanks, she hadn't taken but one shot, has scored. Let's get Evelyn in the box score. The ball's worked down the floor. Running clock here, 5:02 to play in the ball game. Here's Oak Ridge, Evelyn Eubanks, good. So Evelyn has her first 2 points. So every Lady Wildcat has scored tonight, and Oak Ridge leads at 74-15. Halls basketball. Lady Wildcats will play Central, and then next Tuesday, a tough opponent, as a charge is going to be called against the Lady Red Devils. Cleveland will come to the Wildcat Arena on Tuesday night. And for the boys and girls ball games, then on Thursday, Oak Ridge girls will play Sevier County. The boys will play Page, the team that Sevier County beat in the state championship football game this past Saturday. Congratulations to the Smoky Bears. They were the team that eliminated Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge actually scored more points on Sevier County than any other team this entire year. Had a chance to win that ball game, but they went on and won the state championship. The only two times that Sevier County's football team has ever beaten Oak Ridge in the playoffs, both years they've won state championships. Down the floor with the basketball will come Halls after a turnover. 74-15. Lady Wildcats with a big win. Trying to close it out here in the under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's a deflection, a near steal by Lady Wildcats. Halls, now here's a turnover. Great play. Wildcats pick it up, and driving in for a left-handed layup is Oak Ridge's number 20, Paige Lawing. And Paige now has 4 points in the ball game, and Oak Ridge leads 76-15. You got to feel a little bit sorry for these Lady Red Devils. Here's another steal by Oak Ridge. Coming down the floor comes Pippins. She drives in for the shot. Might have pushed off. They didn't call it. It's another bucket. And she now has 11 points in the game with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to play. Oak Ridge leads it 78-15. Because of our mic issue, we will not speak to the head coaches tonight of the two teams. We'll try to work on that as the Lady Red Devils set up their offense once again, trailing big time, 78-15. And then, let's see, we're going to have, I guess, a timeout. That is the case. Timeout called by Halls. We'll take it with them. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena. Lady Wildcats lead it 78-15, 2:51 to play in the game. Back in a moment.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off chute. We are located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats racing coast to coast for the layup. No good. Foul's going to be called against Halls, and that'll send Bishop to the free throw line. Bishop has 3 points in the ball game, does the freshman. Lady Wildcats on top, 78-15. We've got a running clock here at the Wildcat Arena. Bishop's first toss hits the front end of the rim, no good. The freshman will have one more. Not nearly the crowd we had yesterday. We'll hope you'll join us at Central on Friday, back here at the arena on Tuesday and Thursday. That free throw is good. Bishop has 4 now. 2:25 to play, and the Lady Wildcats lead 79-15. Lady Wildcats yesterday avenged the loss to the Clinton Dragons. Here's a steal. So here comes Evelyn Eubanks pushing it up to Honesty Thompson of the Lady Wildcats, top of the circle. Lady Wildcats had won 74 straight games over Clinton until last year when we went there, and Lady Wildcats lost by 1. They were shorthanded that night, but Clinton played well. Clinton played well last night. Gave them a fight, but Oak Ridge knocked off the Lady Dragons, and they've won 75 out of 76, something like that. Here's Evelyn Eubanks with it, kicking it out to Honesty for a 3. Good. Honesty Thompson bombs it home, and it's 82-15. And for Honesty, that is her 5th point of the game. Here comes Halls with the basketball. 82-15, Lady Wildcats. Here's another steal. Bishop with it to Honesty. Right side to Pippins. Pippins off the glass. Good. Pippins scores, and she's got unofficially 13, and it's 84-15. Earlier this year, this Halls team lost 82-8 as that ball is thrown away, and the Lady Wildcats are going to get it. I don't know if they'll shoot on this trip down the floor because we're down to the final moments of this ball game with the Lady Wildcats on top, 84-15. Lady Wildcat ball. Honesty's going to bring the ball across the midcourt line. We're down to 57 seconds, 84-15. Got some time. Let the young ones shoot and score. That one's missed by Bishop. Rebounded again by the Red Devils. 84-15 the score. Here's a driving shot. No good. But a foul's going to be called against Oak Ridge. As I mentioned, we have a running clock. We'll get out of here a little earlier than anticipated. The boys' game should be a little bit more tight. The Red Devils have won 3 ball games. Oak Ridge also trying to win. Well, the Lady Wildcats are going to win their 5th. The boys come into this game, their game tonight against Halls. Oak Ridge is, let's see on the record, they're 3-1, while Halls is 3-2. Both free throws missed, rebounded by Oak Ridge. Here comes Pippins down the floor. Pippins drives in. 22 seconds to go. Won't take a shot. Backs it up with a pass to Honesty Thompson. Honesty will drive in. Tried to give it to Evelyn, I think. Evelyn was not in that spot. The ball's knocked away. Oak Ridge has 10 seconds. See if they will try to score one more bucket. They will try to shoot a one. It's blocked. Rebounded right back by Oak Ridge. They drive in for a shot. Here it goes at the buzzer. It is good for 3 by Pippins. She finishes the game with 16 points, and Oak Ridge wins it. Let's see it. I don't know if they gave him a 3. It's 86-15 is what the scoreboard says. And I'm not sure if that was a 2 or a 3. The scoreboard says it was a 2. Either way, Lady Wildcats are now 5-0. They are 1-0 in District 3 play. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats as the 2 teams shake hands.